Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel strangely connected to you guys right now. What's going on? Welcome to Gaming with Bare Hands. I'm Bare Hands, bringing you a Clash Royale video, of course, looking at the Grand Draft Challenge. Man, do I have a lot of fun playing with this. It's just so casual. And yes, it does get pretty intense, but I have a lot of fun playing where, you know, you can kind of chalk it up to getting some horrible cards. Who are we kidding? There is no such thing as a good excuse in Clash Royale. You just need to play you just need to play better. What we're going to do is look at a couple of really cool games that I've had recently. Only piece of advice I really have for Grand Draft challenges or just regular challenges in general is take your time. Holy cow, you have so much overtime. Don't try to rush and get that tower out. Take it really slow. Man, I drank that water way too fast. Oof. Take it really slow and try to snag that tower after overtime unless, of course, the game just speaks to you. Slow it down. How many times do I have to say it? Slow it down, Bearhandians. Slow it down. Let's look at some of these games that I've had some serious fun with, and then we'll continue on in this Grand Draft Challenge that we are at 6 wins and see if we can't win maybe a couple more. Alright guys, here we have a game against somebody, and we are, let's go ahead and, well, I was going to speed it up here, but no need to do that. I'm going to decide to take the bomber here because the free spell is kind of hit or miss. I'm going to take the archers also, as the wizard is a big investment. I am then not going to give him the balloon and the freeze combination, which is why I chose the balloon over the lumberjack, and then I'm going to pick the goblin barrel there. And I wasn't super happy about those cards, but knowing that he has the freeze is really, really powerful when they have the freeze, okay? So I know that right out of the get-go. He's going to get started with a mini P.E.K.K.A. here, and we're going to draw it over with the archers and then get some damage going on the mini P.E.K.K.A. already, and then we kind of hastily take this balloon over here, and it's definitely expected that he would counter something like that so easily, seeing as it was so early in the game. Then we're going to go ahead and throw our Ice Wizard down, and he does not hit. Thankfully, he targets the Wizard. But that Hog is going to get some serious damage off on the tower, and then we have an Ice Wizard Bomber, and he does a really nice fireball there to take those out. But, check it out, Goblin Barrel is unhindered to just stab away at that tower. So he's going to come in with the Lumberjack here. We're going to go ahead and throw down our archers to pull it off to the side, do our minions like we had done before. Only this time, we're not going to rush like Crazy Man with the balloon. What are we going to do? We're going to slow it down and just focus on defending at this point. He comes in here with the wizard. We're going to go ahead and throw down our Ice Wizard to defend against that, and it's nice. It takes one hit. It slows it down long enough for the tower to clean it up, and then we can decide whether or not we want to do a big push here, and I don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to slow it down again, wait for him to push, and then maybe get a counter push going. I'm going to get my my Goblin Barrel down here because that mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to wreak havoc, and then we've got a nice group of units running toward the tower, and I'm expecting him to throw down a fireball, but he throws a Mega Minion down, which was a nice defense there. But I don't need to defend it anymore. It doesn't really create a counter push for him, and I kind of know what he has at this point. Interesting, a lot of mirrors in the draft challenges. He goes down ahead and throws down his Lumberjack and kind of catches me with my pants down with no ground unit to stop it. But then he throws a freeze spell, which might have been his demise to the match here. His wizard is going to spin around all crazy looking for the goblins, and then our dragon there is going to chip some damage off of the tower since he placed it so close. And I'm feeling like this game is going really well. We throw simply because we don't want him chipping damage, okay? We are doing good on the damage game, and he mirrors the Hog, which was, that was just wonderful. And then he freezes our tower minions. Our only saving grace there was getting our Ice Wizard down, but I know he's got a fireball, and so we are in trouble. Knowing that he's got a fireball means he can take our tower out at any time, and we get our Goblin Barrel down, bringing the tower down to 479, which our rocket does just enough, and check it out, rocket in the air with the fireball in the air, and just in the last minute, able to clutch that overtime mode there without losing. And this was this then became kind of a next tower win situation where he just starts pushing a little bit too hard because he didn't slow it down. And here we go, we've got the dragon here, we've got the balloon crossing over in the splash damage of the wizard, which is a little unfortunate. The death damage of the balloon is going to get some nice chip damage off here, and then I just throw my dragon down here. He ends up fireballing our goblin barrel, which is interesting, and then he's just gonna kind of leave our dragon here. I think he's going in for a kill shot. So we get our bomber down, we go ahead and get our minions down. The ice wizard's gonna slow the hog down. The ice wizard's just so great against these tower targeting units like the royal giant and the hog, because it's great against everything. One of the reasons the ice wizard is just so prominent in the game is because that slow factor is amazing. Go ahead and throw down the bomber here, which is going to work nice. Even though that wizard hits it, the bomber gets 2 swings off on the mini P.E.K.K.A, and then he throws his hog down here in the rage. Still gets a hit off, but I still think it's just rushing a little bit too much. His wizard is going to spin around to deal some nice damage, but we're able to get just enough damage off there, and our rocket is going to take out that tower. So I thought that was a really great game. We both played pretty well, but I think at the end I was playing slightly more defensive. And I think that's why we ended up winning, because we could just sit in overtime forever. Just as long as I'm getting a little bit more damage, we're going to win. Okay, so let's jump over into the next one. All right. Go ahead and, I don't like the giant skeleton all that much, so I'm going to pick the musketeer, obviously. I think it's just the better card. Then we've got the dragon princess. I'm going to choose the princess. I think the baby dragon is good, but it's not as good as the princess. We choose the goblin barrel over the mirror because I didn't like either of the cards I gave him. Why not give him a mirror as well? And then we're going to go ahead and throw down the mini P.E.K.K.A because I feel like that's going to be a nice counter to that giant skeleton, okay? And so we're going to start off with the princess in the back, which is a nice play. We say that a lot. A nice defensive, conservative play. He's going to go ahead and throw his giant skeleton in the back over here, and we're just going to rush his tower like crazy. Our goblin barrel is not going to be countered, so it's going to get a ton of damage off on the tower. And then what I was thinking here was get the barbarians on the other side of the giant skeleton there, and then he gets his mega minion down pretty quick. So that mega minion is going to clean up. We throw the musketeer over to the left of the river there, so that when it walks forward, it wouldn't have walked into that giant bomb. Here comes the baby dragon as well. Princess is going to clean that up with us only taking 1 hit. And then, we don't really know that he's packing a golem in this deck here, but this princess is going to get a shot off at the giant skeleton before it could lock off on the tower, unfortunately. And then we kind of didn't really know what to do here. So I go ahead and throw down the, low battery. We go ahead and throw down the miner here on his tower. Get our Valkyrie down here. Unfortunately, the charge damage is going to do a ton of damage there. And then probably should have waited on the mini P.E.K.K.A. I think that might have been a little bit hasty of a play, but this Dark Prince is going to die pretty quick. So it wasn't a horrible play, and I don't know if we would have killed the giant skeleton with just the Valkyrie. So I just felt like that was safer. And here comes a Mega Minion, then we're going to go ahead and throw a Musketeer in the back, kind of mirroring the move so that it will meet on our side, since they both move at about the same pace. Here comes the Mega Minion, and there is the Golem. So what I choose to do is go ahead and throw down the Goblin Barrel over here, which is going to force the units he plays to counter the Goblin Barrel to then go in front of the Golem, since the Golem is such a slow-moving unit. And then we've got a Prince coming down over here, killing our Valkyrie. So I decide to split our Barbarians, which I thought was a pretty cool play, to deal with the Prince and to deal with the Golem. The Golem is actually not going to get the death damage on the tower. Our Goblin Barrel is for defense on the Prince, and then we're going to kind of clean up here. But look at this giant skeleton coming in, and wow, I was worried about that miner missing the draw on the giant skeleton there, and that would have just walked up and killed our tower. So really, really thankful that we were able to kind of draw the attention of the giant skeleton there and then do some seriously havoc plays there to try and defend against the thing. Then we're going to get our Barbarians down here to deal with the Prince. And guys, this game is not looking good. Playing against, check this out, I was just thinking, I just gotta get that rocket, and check it out. Look, look, look. One hit, and if the other one could just get there, my tower was at 97, and our rocket takes out the tower. Heart beating so quickly. What a game. The safe play there would have been to defend against those, but I knew that he had a fireball, so all he had to do was fireball us out. I knew it had to go down then, and that rocket barely got there in time. You saw it. Why am I still talking? All right, let's go ahead and jump into some live games here. Probably just 2 live games. I need to get to sleep. I'm going to be driving a lot tomorrow, and, you got to get that nap in there, that big, long night nap. Let's go ahead and play a game while I kind of describe what I'm thinking in the moment. All right, Princess, obviously. We don't know what we have to mirror. I kind of want the Mega Minion there because he might get the log. We don't want Princess and our archers getting hit there. Then I like the goblins over the cycling skeletons. Ooh, that's a hard choice. I'm going to choose the Royal Giant because I feel our Prince defense is pretty good with those goblins. But I need to keep that in mind. And he's got the mirror. Is he clever enough to mirror? Oh, boy. Let's throw a Mega Minion in the back. Okay, so here comes the Prince. Here comes the Prince. Let's go ahead and Goblin. Princess. Oh, wow. Fire spirits. I'm gonna arrow. Wow, his Prince got a hit off on the tower. Our Princess is helping out, and that was not the best. That was not the best turnout. He does not know that we have the Royal Giant though, and he's gonna fireball our Princess. So what I want to do here? What error does he have? Oh my! Oh my! That was not a good play. Royal Giant is going to soak the Elite Barbarians, and then the Mega Minion is going to do some cleanup here, and don't spin around on me there. Let's go ahead and throw our Princess down cross lane so he can't fireball the tower that he did all the damage, and that wasn't horrible. We really traded the 6 elixir of our Royal Giant, and then we're kind of down 3 elixir for the Mega Minion, and then the Princess there dealt with the minions, and then what I'm going to do is, anticipating his Prince, I'm going to throw my Sparky down. Granted, Sparky doesn't do all that great against the tombstone, or the graveyard. Let's split the Fire Spirits and Mega Minion over here. Now, what would be really nice is if we can get... Oh, I'm going to leave that Prince... Ooh, that hurts. Royal Giant, get down, get down, get down. Oh, not enough. But those archers are going to die a miserable death to electrocution. And let's see what he's got against the Royal Giant. How is that tower hitting? How is the tower hitting our Mega Minion? Let's be honest. Royal Giant was in front there. All right, Princess, wow, that was interesting play on his part. Let's go ahead and throw Sparky down again. Draw these bad boys over to the middle. Oh, come on. Give me Royal Giant. Royal Giant power. Royal Giant's going to come down here. Princess. Oh, nice minions. That was very good minions on his part. The Princess is going to clean up really nicely. And then we are going to continue with El Sparky. I'm going to get the Fire Spirits on this Archer because that could be bad. Oh, no. Oh, this is going to hurt. Tower's going down to 250. No! Good game. Well played. Should have seen that coming. He drew out all my little stuff, and then he threw that Prince down. And how did he have enough elixir to throw the Prince down? How? Little X on my beautiful, perfect record. Let's try and go for 7. Let's go for 7. Okay. Let's take the Witch. Let's take the Ice Wizard. Let's do... I take the Bowler because the Bowler will basically hard counter what we just picked. And then... Lumberjack, because I don't want to face a Lumberjack Balloon deck. And I think we can handle a Goblin Barrel. Maybe he gave us a Zap spell. It doesn't look like a Zap spell. I'm actually going to play... Oh, wow. Let's do a Witch in the back here. This is an interesting start. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Here comes a P.E.K.K.A. Which is going to kind of slow the P.E.K.K.A. down, allowing him to build even more of a push. The P.E.K.K.A. is going to kill our Barbarians in one hit. Well, that's okay. Let's go ahead and throw down an Ice Wizard in the back. We have a Poison spell. We do have a Poison spell, so let's do Bowler also. Holy moly, Poison spell. Holy cow. Have you ever seen such an insane pile-up of huge units? Excellent play on his part, getting all of that stuff down together. And please tell me that giant skeleton did not make it to our tower. Unfortunately, it kills our Barbarians. We don't want him to get that massive build-up again. So let's go in with a rather push. This is kind of... I'm going against my own advice to slow it down, but we can't let him build up that massive death ball again. And look at the Royal Giant just pummeling that tower there. That was nice. Unfortunately, here comes the madness again. Let's get our Barbarian hut a little bit higher up. We need to plug in after this game. Let's go ahead and get our Barbarian hut higher up so it hopefully draws the balloon. Maybe it needs to be one away. I don't know. I should know that. Ice Wizard. Okay, okay. Lumberjack. Come on, Lumberjack. Lumberjack's going to draw a little bit of the fire. Thankfully, the bomb... unfortunately, the bomb is going to hit the other stuff. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw down the Royal Giant here. Royal Giant's going to do some 1-2 hits off there. Then the Witch is going to slow down the... Really, the Witch is what I need here. I need the Witch to stop that P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A.'s going to be stalled out on the Witch. Our Bowler now is going to... Knight, come on, Knight. Knight's going to draw some fire. Look at that. The Knight takes all of it. Bad placement on his part for... Bad placement on his Goblin Barrel there. And then what I'm going to try and do is play super, super defensive because I have the ability to poison him out, really. So I'm going to get my Witch down. I need to be really careful of the balloon. Let's go ahead and Ice Wizard. Oh, no, 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 no. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh no. Okay, we gotta go like no tomorrow. All he has to do is push back around with that fireball. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw down our poison spell, allow our Royal Giant to get the hits off, and thankfully, with 5% left on our iPad, I played some silly things at the end there. I should have. I was so worried about the balloon, I forgot about the Goblin Barrel. Guys, you lose games making mistakes like that. Yikes. Whew. Well, I don't feel like finding my cord right now, and I know you may want the video to be longer. I don't know. Who knows? I hope you guys are being successful in the Grand Draft Challenge. I have a lot of fun with the draft challenges. Let me know a little bit of insight if you have some insight as to how you choose your cards, if there are some cards that you just never choose. Thanks so much for stopping in. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next video. Come back for more Gaming with Bare Hands. Have an awesome day.